From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Monday, June 3rd. We begin with the news on Indy's west side. IMPD has detained a person of interest in connection to a shooting that happened just after 11 last night. Police responded to reports of a person shot on Emmerich Lane. That's at an apartment complex near the White River. Officers found several victims with gunshot wounds inside an apartment. So far, police have not said how many people were shot. IMPD says all the victims were taken to a hospital in stable condition. And on the northeast side, a man was arrested for fatally shooting another man Saturday night. It happened in a neighborhood on Brookline Drive near Allisonville Road and 65th Street. Officers patrolling nearby say they heard gunshots. When they responded, a woman told them another man had been shot. The victim was found in the woods nearby and later died at a hospital. Police later arrested Andreas King in connection to the shooting. He faces a preliminary charge of attempted murder. Let's talk sports now. There is a lot happening, but we begin with the Fever. It was another tough night for them and some scary moments in the fourth quarter when the Fever were already trailing the New York Liberty by 30 points. With just under 6 minutes left in the game, the Fever had the ball when Aaliyah Boston got tangled up with a Liberty player near the basket. Boston immediately started clutching her ankle. She later limped to the locker room and did not return to the game. The Fever went on to lose to the Liberty 104-65. The Fever's head coach says the team's schedule is taking a toll.
These guys are not just physically exhausted, they're mentally exhausted. We talk a lot about it. Like, their mental health is really important, and they are really struggling right now. You know, it's just been a lot. This is different than anything we've ever experienced. And just appreciate the fact that they keep showing up and putting the work in to get better.
Caitlin Clark also appeared to suffer a minor injury when she took a shot to the head in the fourth quarter. Clark only scored 3 points in the entire game. That's her lowest point total as a professional or a college player. In the Motor City, it was nothing but mayhem at the Detroit Grand Prix as it kicked off under rainy conditions yesterday. Not even a lap in, Will Power was hit, which led to a 7-car pileup. Scott Dixon would eventually take the lead and hold on to win the race.
A lot of the cautions were kind of mid-pack, which we found later when we went off strategy and had to kind of not throw a Hail Mary, but go aggressive on a strategy that we thought could win, and ultimately it did. But you were doing a lot of looking over your shoulder, trying to make sure if you saw somebody having a big run or that was going to come through on the inside that you could kind of get out of the way. Yeah, it was a wild race, and I think a fantastic show for everybody here in Detroit.
This was Dixon's fourth win in Detroit and the 58th IndyCar win of his career. Let's talk weather now. Storm Track 8 says it's going to be a muggy start to the week. Meteorologist Marcus Bailey has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
There are some areas and parts of the state that are under dense fog advisories this morning. Around Richmond, Connorsville, even Greensburg. You're not technically in the advisory, but we've noted that there is some visibility issues in Decatur County. Ripley County, so Batesville, Madison, around the Louisville metro area as well. This will go until 11 o'clock. We're also dealing with maybe some fog up in northeastern and northern Indiana, South Bend, Fort Wayne, some of those areas. And you can see it's pretty thick out in southeastern portions of the state. Also around the metro area here, some hot spots, as we were just mentioning here. 62 in Plainfield, 60 Fisher, 61 in Greenfield. I'm not seeing anything there. But again, be aware that the visibility may quickly change in some areas for the commute this morning. 63 right now. Winds are calm and it is a bit hazy. 57 in Lafayette, 60 Kokomo, Muncie, 62 in Columbus, and 61 right now in Bloomington to start things off. In between systems this morning, the rainmaker from the weekend is now into the East Coast. And this cold front is the next system of interest, which is still another day or two away. So we are warm, we're muggy, we're bright today. I'm going to go with a high of 87 later on this afternoon. I mentioned the humidity is going to be rather high. You'll see that squarely in the uncomfortable category, which is going to help in aiding some rain chances coming our way as early as tomorrow and through the midweek. We'll talk about that and some cooler days to come in my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. And we end things on a lighter note. June is Pride Month, which means celebrations kicked off all across Indiana this weekend. That includes Greenwood Pride. The festival featured drag performances and story times, local vendors, as well as bounce houses and face painting for kids. The nonprofit group Greenwood Pride hosts this event each and every year. This year, the organization raised funds for mental health support and says they hope it serves as a beacon of hope for young people in the community.
I grew up in Greenwood. I've lived here my whole life. And if I would have had something like this as a kid, it would have been life-changing.
We focused heavily on mental health issues this year. There's an epidemic going. We have Narcan booths that help out, different suicide prevention booths that we let in free because it's an important issue.
Organizers say if you missed the festival this year, no worries. Preparations are already underway for 2025 Greenwood Pride. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Monday, June 3rd. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.